Good morning and welcome to JJK Yoga. We will be spending the next 10 to 15 minutes working on our breath and looking at breath retention. We will do this in a supine position. So come to lie on your mat. You can either have your legs lengthened along the mat. You could bend your knees, bring your feet hip distance or wider and then draw your knees in. Or you can bring the soles of your feet to touch and then just let your knees splay out to the sides. So find the comfortable position for you, as we'll be here for at least the next 10 to 15 minutes. And then bring your arms down by your sides, palms facing up. Then slowly close your eyes and take a moment to arrive to your mat. And maybe just take a moment here to observe how you're feeling at the start of today's class. Maybe even just take a moment to notice your own natural breath. Now we're slowly going to start to move towards our Ujjayi breath, the yogic breath. Now this involves breathing in and out of your nose. And as you breathe in and out of your nostrils, you create a slight restriction to the back of the throat. And this creates an audible breath that sounds almost like an ocean wave rolling in and out. So just take a few breaths here, just noticing the sound of your breath as you breathe in and out of your nose. Just imagine your torso is like a balloon, so as you inhale, your belly rises, the sides of your ribs expand. And as you exhale, imagine drawing everything in towards your spine as you let the air out of that balloon. Now bring your palms just over your belly, so your fingertips just gently touch in front of your navel. And on your next inhale, I want you to draw the breath into your hands as you feel your belly rising. Just notice how your fingertips come apart. And again, as you exhale and squeeze everything in towards your spine, just notice the belly fall and the fingertips come together. Just take a few breaths here. Really drawing the breath into the belly. Really allowing the belly to rise. And then squeezing every last bit of breath out as you exhale. Now, slowly slide your hands up to the sides of your ribs. And on your next inhale, again drawing your breath into the hands, just notice your ribs expand. And again, as you exhale and draw everything in, just notice your ribs coming back in. So really breathing into the side body now. Maybe with each inhale, the ribs expand a little bit more. And then slowly bring your hands to the top of your chest, just beneath your collarbones. And this time as you inhale into your hands, you draw the breath to the top of your chest, top of your lungs, filling the lungs to its full capacity. And again with each exhale, drawing the breath into the center, just allowing the body to soften down into the mat. On each inhale, really allow your chest to expand. And each exhale, allow the body to soften. After your next full breath, slowly return your hands down by your sides, palms facing up. Continue to breathe in and out of your nose. But this time as you breathe in, I want you to breathe into your belly, then draw the breath into the sides of your ribs, and then lift it all the way to the top of the chest. So you really allow your torso to expand to its full capacity. And again, as you exhale, draw the breath out of the body, just noticing yourself melting further into the mat. Now slowly start to count the length of your inhale and the length of your exhale. You might notice that your breath lengths are different. So I want you to work towards equalizing your breath. So maybe find a point in the middle so that your inhale and your exhale are the same length, but do this without creating any force. And continue to count the length of your inhale and the length of your exhale. Once you've found that equal breath, I want you to start to become aware of the pauses at the top of your inhale and the bottom of your exhale. And then you want to start to hold these pauses between your breaths, even if it's just for a count of 1. Now you're going to slowly start to increase the length of your pauses. So maybe bring it to a count of 2, keeping your inhale and exhale the same length. Now start to see if you can start to increase the length of the pauses to a count of 3. Inhale and exhale, still the same length. Now with each breath, I want you to continue to increase the length of the pauses until your pause length is the same length as your inhale and exhale. So we're coming towards an equal 4-part breath. So just keep breathing here, keep focusing and counting the lengths of your inhale, exhale, and the pauses between your breath. Just working towards that equal 4-part breath. Once you find that 4-part breath, continue to count the breaths and the pauses. But I also want you to start to observe your mind, particularly during the pauses. I want you to take 5 more breaths here. And now I just want you to notice how still the mind is, particularly between the pauses, how all thoughts become still. When you've completed your round of 5 breaths, slowly start to make your way back into your natural breath. So that stillness of the mind is what you want to create when you meditate. So if you find it difficult to meditate, focusing on your breath is a nice way to start meditating. Not only does it clear the mind, but it also allows you to soften the body. So now we're going to slowly start to move to Shavasana, our final pose. So if you have your knees splayed out to the side, just place your hands either side of your thighs and draw your knees in towards each other. For those of you with your knees bent and your feet on the mat, slowly slide your legs down the mat and lengthen your legs. And then just bring your hands again, arms down by your sides, palms facing up. Just let the feet splay out. And just allow everything to soften onto the mat. And again, keeping your eyes closed. Maybe just bring your gaze to your third eye. And then just take a moment here to notice how you're feeling at the end of the practice. Notice any changes you might be feeling to when you started today's class. Just notice any sensations in the body. And maybe notice a shift in energy. And we're just going to take a few breaths here in Shavasana. Then slowly start to bring some movement back into your fingers and your toes. Maybe just rotate your ankles and your wrists. And then slowly bring your arms up behind you, reaching your fingertips back, bringing your legs together, reaching your toes forward, just extending the whole body. And then draw your knees into your chest. Maybe just having a gentle hug of the knees from side to side. And then slowly roll over to your right. Coming into a fetal position just for a few breaths here. Maybe create a pillow with your palms. And then you're going to slowly, keeping your eyes closed, press your left palm down into the mat. And just bring yourself back into a seated position. Place your palms on your knees, your thighs, and again, just take a moment here. And then on your next inhale, slowly reach your arms up and over your head in a prayer position. And as you exhale, slowly lower your hands down to your heart center, placing your forehead onto your fingertips. Namaste.